वेलकम टू नॉलेज अपडेट चैनल। अगर मेरा टर्नओवर 1 करोड़ से कम है एंड प्रॉफिट अगर 6% है, 5% है, तो क्या उस केस में मुझे टैक्स ऑडिट करवाना पड़ेगा? क्या 44AD ऑप्शनल है? अगर मेरा प्रोफेशनल फीस इज 20 लाख रुपीज, तो क्या मुझे 50% से कम दिखाऊं, या अगर दिखाऊं तो क्या होगा? सो देर आर लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू applicability of tax audit. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss on the what are the issues for 44AB, 44AD, 44ADA, and for the understanding issues, we'll also look at and understand the provisions which are there with respect to tax audit. Before I go on, please ensure that this is my personal views, and before taking any of these decisions, you should also consult your professional advisors, or you can look at your own bylaws and regulations. Let us first look at section 44AB. प्लीज ध्यान में रखिए कि टैक्स ऑडिट जो है वो सिर्फ सेक्शन 44AB के अंदर ही है। 44AD ADA के अंदर टैक्स ऑडिट एप्लीकेबल नहीं है। अगर 44AD ADA में से सर्टेन प्रोविजंस कम टू 44AB, तब टैक्स ऑडिट एप्लीकेबल है। सो टैक्स ऑडिट के लिए 44AB में फॉल होना इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर 44AB में फॉल होते हो तो ही आपको टैक्स ऑडिट कंपलसरी है। 44AB में there are different clauses. Let us look at first 44ABA. 44ABA is applicable in case of every person carrying on business. सो प्रोफेशन के लिए अलग से क्लॉज है, बिजनेस के लिए अलग से क्लॉज है, एंड देन देयर आर अदर क्लॉजेस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द 44AD ADA डबल बी। सो 44ABA again it talks about every person carrying on business. 44AD ADA के लिए it is primarily more of like business profession for particular individual HUF. However यहाँ पे ऐसा है, it is applicable to every person which includes company, LLP, individual HUF. So every company carrying on business, the tax audit is compulsory if the cash transactions are more than 5%, both in case of the receipts and payment. अगर आपका जो टोटल जो कैश ट्रांजेक्शन है उसमें रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट दोनों अगर मोर देन 5% ऑफ टोटल कैश रिसिप्ट एंड टोटल कैश पेमेंट रिस्पेक्टिवली इज देयर, तो उस केस में आपके लिए टर्नओवर की लिमिट है 1 करोड़ रुपीज। मानी अगर आपका कैश का वॉल्यूम 5% से ज्यादा है रिसिप्ट पेमेंट के अंदर, तो आपका अगर टर्नओवर 1 करोड़ से बढ़ता है तो आपको 44AB के अंदर टैक्स ऑडिट आएगा। बट अगर आपका कैश का ट्रांजेक्शन कम है, गवर्नमेंट ने क्या सोचा कि जो भी डिजिटल बिजनेस करते हैं जिनका पूरा पूरा टर्नओवर वो अकाउंटेड है, उनको फायदा देते हैं। तो अगर आपका कैश रिसिप्ट एंड कैश पेमेंट is less than 5% up to 5% of total cash receipt and total cash payment respectively, in that case the limit of turnover is 10 crore. Means अगर आपका कैश रिसिप्ट एंड कैश पेमेंट 5% तक ही है, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं है, तो आपको ऑडिट करवाना है ओनली इफ योर टर्नओवर एक्सीड्स 10 करोड़ रुपीज। सो जो भी लोग बिजनेस में डिजिटल का काम करते हैं एंड कैश रिसिप्ट कैश पेमेंट का जो डेफिनेशन है वो बहुत बड़ा है। सो काफी लोग के लिए ऐसा हो गया है कि टर्नओवर लिमिट इज 10 करोड़, बिलो 10 करोड़ आपको टैक्स ऑडिट करवाना नहीं है 44ABA के अंदर। सो ये है रिक्वायरमेंट 44ABA की। अब देखते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल सिनेरियो 1, ग्रॉस रिसिप्ट सेल्स टर्नओवर 2.8 करोड़ रुपीज है and percentage of cash transaction is 5%. So it was up to 5%. So that's why the tax audit is not applicable. As we discussed earlier, अगर आपका कैश जो है up to 5% है, then it is called digital. That means आपको extended limit of 10 करोड़ मिलेगी. So in that case आपको tax audit applicable नहीं है। अगर आपका turnover 1.5 करोड़ रुपीस है and cash percentage is 6.67%, which is more than 5%, then for you the turnover limit of or tax audit is 1 crore, hence it is applicable. अगर turnover आपका 6 crores है, cash percentage is 5%, again then it is a no, because we mentioned that you are digital business and in that case it is 10 crore rupees. अगर आपका turnover 80 lakhs rupees है, percentage of cash is 1.25%, in that case tax audit is not applicable, Because for applicable to tax credit, minimum is 1 crore in case cash receipt payment is less than 5%. अगर आपका टर्नओवर 2.5 करोड़ रुपीज है, percent of cash is 8%. In that case, tax audit is applicable. Why? Because it is a basically 8%. So 8% कैश के अंदर आपका अगर टर्नओवर वो 1 करोड़ से ज्यादा है तो उस केस में आपके लिए ये टैक्स ऑडिट एप्लीकेबल है. अब एक जो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज यहाँ पे बात करने में वो है कि ऑल कैश रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट्स इंक्लूडिंग लोन. सी ये इंपॉर्टेंट इसलिए कि 5% जो है वो कैसे कंप्यूट करने का. सो इट इज नॉट टर्नओवर. फॉर कैश रिसिप्ट, कैश पेमेंट्स आपको सेपरेटली 5% देखनी है. 5% ऑफ ग्रॉस रिसिप्ट फॉर कैश, 5% ऑफ ग्रॉस पेमेंट फॉर कैश पेमेंट. तो जो कैश रिसिप्ट, कैश पेमेंट और जो रिसिप्ट पेमेंट है उसमें आपको सब कुछ देखना है, विच इंक्लूड्स लोन्स, कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस, विड्रॉल, all kind of sales, purchase, all kind of cash receipt and payments are covered for this purpose. It's not only a turnover, it is not only a purchase, but all kinds of cash receipt and payments are covered. So that's why the limit is a very important limit. Just to understand, are you required to look at 1 crore or 10 crore? Now 44 AB seems to be very simple, easy. Let us now look at बेसिकली 44 AB का जो क्लॉज बी है. AB A वो सिंपल 1 करोड़ 10 करोड़. AB B, now AB B is applicable in case of the profession. So they have specified certain professions, and if you are part of that profession and if the gross receipt exceeds 50 lakhs rupees, then under 44 AB B the tax audit is compulsory. So AB A was for business, AB B is for profession, more than 50 lakhs rupees, tax audit is compulsory. Now 44 ABD, in profession only, if you show lower than 44 ADA. So 44 ADA we talk about later on. 44 ADA mentions that in case of your profit shown or declared is less than 50%, then you are required to look at the tax code under 44 ABD. So अगर आप 44 AB में cover हुए more than 50 lakhs rupees or 44 ABD showing lower than 50%, then you are required to do tax audit compulsory. Next point is under for 44 AE, 44 double B, 44 triple B. Now there are specific business like for transport agency with truck business, and then 44 double B, 44 triple B. So if you are part of that particular specific business and you are showing lower than that profit, then you are required to do tax audit under 44 ABC. So we have discussed so far for 44 ABA 1 crore 10 crore, 44 ABB that is for profession more than 50 lakhs rupees, 44 ABD profession lower than 50%, 44 ABC lower than 44 A double B triple B, and then 44 AD4 that is a 44 ABE last. This is a very crucial and very critical part, and lot of questions I have received with respect to that group point. If the provisions of section 4484 is applicable and your income exceeds maximum amount chargeable tax, अगर ये दोनों कंडीशन आपकी एप्लीकेबल होती है, मीन्स 4484 में आप कवर हो गए, एप्लीकेबल हो गया, एंड आपकी इनकम जो है वो मैक्सिमम अमाउंट चार्जेबल टैक्स से ऊपर है. अगर ये दोनों कंडीशन आपकी फुलफिल है तो आपको 44 AD4 की प्रोविजन हो गई है, एंड देन यू कवर्ड 44 ABE, एंड देन टैक्स इज कंपल्सरी. सो ये जो 44 AD4 है वो बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स है, अपने बात करते हैं विल एग्जांपल. नाउ लास्ट पॉइंट अंडर 44 AB इज दैट 44 AB इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल in case if you declare your profit minimum 8% 6% अंडर सेक्शन 44 AD1. अगर आप 44 AD को आपने ऑप्ट किया है और 44 AD के बेसिस पे 1 के बेसिस पे अगर आप मिनिमम 6% 8% आप डिक्लेयर करते हो तो आपको 44 AB एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. तो इवन दो योर टर्नओवर एक्सीड्स 1 करोड़, however if you opt for 44 AD1, then the tax audit is not applicable if you opt for 44 AD1. So that is the most important thing here. And now let us look at the 44 AD. विच इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग। 44AD आपको समझना पड़ेगा, 44AB समझ लिया हम लोगों ने, एंड 44AD और 44AB दोनों का जो इंटरकसिस है, जो इंटरप्ले है, दैट विल अंडरस्टैंड इट ऑल। लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड 44AD किसको एप्लीकेबल है। 44AB, A was applicable to every person. However, 44AD, it is applicable in case of two main limbs are applicable. First is that you are eligible assessee. Second thing is that you are eligible assessee carrying on eligible business. अगर ये दोनों में से कहीं भी आप फॉलो नहीं हो रहे हो, देन आपको 44AD एप्लीकेबल है ही नहीं। तो लेट अस फर्स्ट लुक एट कि आप एलिजिबल एसएससी का मीनिंग क्या है। सो एलिजिबल एसएससी मींस हु इज इंडिविजुअल, HUF, partnership firm other than LLP and who are resident. So 44AD में eligible associate means you should be resident and either individual or HUF or partnership firm other than LLP and was not claimed deduction under section 10A, AA, B and BA. तो अगर आप ये दोनों कंडीशन में फुल होते हो तो आप एलिजिबल एसएससी हो। अब भी सोचते हैं आप एलिजिबल एसएससी हो मींस आप इंडिविजुअल हो, एचईएफ हो, पार्टनरशिप फर्म हो, एलएलपी नहीं हो एंड रेसिडेंट हो और ये रेशियो क्लेम नहीं कर रहे हो, तो देखना है कि आपका बिजनेस क्या है। आर यू कैरिंग ऑन एलिजिबल बिजनेस? तो एनी बिजनेस इज कवर्ड एक्सेप्ट इफ यू आर कवर्ड अंडर सेक्शन 44E, जो ट्रक वाला फ्लाइंग वाला जो बिजनेस था 44E के अंदर। अगर आपका बिजनेस 44E में कवर्ड है तो आप उसमें एलिजिबल नहीं हो 44AD के लिए। या इफ यू आर अर्निंग कमीशन ब्रोकरेज, फ्रेंड्स प्लीज बी नोन दैट यहाँ पे ऐसा लिखा है कि अगर आपका जो इनकम है उसमें कमीशन और ब्रोकरेज है देन यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल। So it is not talking about business, it says any person earning commission brokerage. So even though you have a small amount of earning commission brokerage in your income computations, then you are not eligible for 44AD. Same way, if any person who is carrying on agency business, then you are not covered. So basically, even though you are individual, but if you are earning commission brokerage, or if you are carrying on agency business, or if you are covered at 44E, you are out of 44AD. Second thing is that you are eligible business with a business type of business. A second business is that turnover. अगर आपका टर्नओवर है up to 2 crore rupees and that 2 crore limit is extended to 3 crore if your cash receipt is up to 5% of total turnover. So यहाँ पे जो वर्ड है यहाँ पे कैश रिसिप्ट का वर्ड है। कैश रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट दोनों नहीं है एंड दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कैश रिसिप्ट 5% ऑफ द टोटल टर्नओवर। इन केस इफ योर कैश रिसिप्ट इज 5% up to 5% of total turnover, then for you the limit is 3 crore, up to 3 crore. Friends, we'll be very careful here. It's about up to 2 crore, up to 3 crore means even though your turnover is less than 1 crore, you can still opt for 44AD. So up to 2 crore, up to 3 crore for 44AD. For 44ABA, 1 crore or 10 crore, that is what is under 44AD. So applicability of 44AD, very important. First, you should be eligible SSC. Second, you should be eligible to carry on business, where the business, all business except 3 as we discussed, and having turnover of up to 2 crore rupees and 3 crore if cash receipt up to 5% of total turnover. Now let us look at in case if you are going for 44AD, the 44AD says that you can declare a minimum profit of 8% of turnover. However, it can be 6% in respect of turnover which is received by account pay, check, electronic transfer, bank, etc. So in case of digital payment received, you can select, you can show 6% of the amount received, and for other than digital, you can show 10% minimum. Friends, please understand that for 4481, it talks about declaring minimum profit of 8% or 6%. It is not fixed, it is a minimum. If it is a more than 8%, you have to declare 10%, 12%, 50% based on the type of business. Now coming to the very critical part, very important part, which is 4484. If you recollect, हमने क्या बात किया कि 44AB के अंदर 44ABE mentioned that in case of contravention of the provisions of section 4484, means if you're covered under provisions section 4484 and if you're having income chargeable to tax, then tax audit is compulsory. So now let us look at 4484 क्या कहता है. 4484 कहता है कि you are not eligible to claim benefit of 44AD for 5 years subsequent to year in which profit not declared under 44AD1 if you declared profit for any previous year under 44AD and does not declare profit as per 44AD1 in any of the 5 succeeding years. That means अगर आपने एक बार 44AD1 का बेनिफिट लिया, आपने ऑप्ट किया, मीन्स आपका टर्नओवर अप टू 2 करोड़ या अप टू 3 करोड़ एज एप्लीकेबल इज देयर, एंड आपने मिनिमम जो प्रॉफिट है वो 8% 6% एज पर 44AD1 ऑप्ट किया, आपने अकाउंट्स मेंटेन नहीं किए बिकॉज यू आर एग्जेम्प्टेड इफ यू ऑप्ट फॉर 44AD1. तो अगर आपने 44AD1 एक बार ऑप्ट किया है एंड इन नेक्स्ट 5 years, in end of the next 5 years, if you don't declare your profit as a 44AD1, in that case basically you are not eligible to claim or opt for 44AD1 for 5 years from the year from which you don't opt for 44AD1. So ये जो है 4484 की बात कर रहा है. मीन्स इसका रीजन क्या था? पहले ऐसा था कि पीपल यूज टू चेंज एवरी ईयर कि मुझे कौन सा बेनिफिशियल है. ना तो गवर्नमेंट थॉट कि कौन सा बेनिफिशियल है, ये नहीं. प्रोविजन का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि आपको एग्जामिशन मुझे देना है फ्रॉम मेंटेनेंस ऑफ अकाउंट, बिकॉज आप छोटे हो, आपको ये दिक्कत नहीं हो इसलिए. अगर एवरी आप चेंज करोगे दैट मीन्स व्हाट कि यू डोंट हैव एनी इश्यूज ऑफ मेंटेनेंस ऑफ अकाउंट्स. So then in that case it is not giving you an option for reduced taxation, it is giving option for benefits, so that should not be misused. So that means एक बार आपने ऑप्ट कर दिया 44AD1 तो नेक्स्ट 5 years तक आपको ऑप्ट करोगे. अगर आप ऑप्ट नहीं करते हो इवन दो इफ यू एलिजिबल, देन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट 5 years आपको इसका बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा. दैट इज व्हाट 44AD4 टॉक्स अबाउट. लेट अस नाउ अंडरस्टैंड विद एग्जांपल. For AY 2023, the turnover was 80 lakhs rupees. The declared profit was 5%, that is 4 lakhs rupees. It was first year business. The assessee does not opt for 44AD. Obviously, not opt for 44AD, there is no point of talking, it is not applicable. Next year, turnover increased to 1.5 crore rupees. The profit declared is now 8%, 10 lakhs rupees. Assessee has opted for 44AD1. And it declares profit at 8%. So that means that it is not required to maintain accounts and it can safely go for 44AD1. So obviously then there is no audit is required because you are not maintain account, you got for 44AD1 even though the turnover exceeds 1 crore rupees. But as you are opted for 44AD1, the tax audit is not required and you can safely go for 8% profit. Next year your turnover is 1.8 crore rupees. Profit shown is 4%, 7.2 lakhs rupees. Now here the assessor decides that I don't want to opt for the 44AD1, but I will go for the tax audit instead of showing as at least 8%. Now in that case, obviously the assessor will carry out tax audit under 44ABA. However, assessor has not opted for. The assessor was eligible up to 2 crore rupees or 3 crore rupees based on the scenario. Up to 2 crore the assessee was eligible to opt for, but however assessee is not opted for. That's why the next year when it is 70 lakhs rupees is a turnover and the assessee declared 6% profit, then it is not eligible to use the presumptive taxation 44AD, and in that case the tax audit under 44ABE is applicable. So friends, here if we just look at in the third year, in the second year, first year it is not opted, second year it is opted. So once you opted, you do continue to opt. Third year it has decided not to opt. Now once it has decided not to opt, thereafter next 5 years he is not eligible to claim for 44AD1 benefit. Therefore the 44AD4 is applicable, and that 44AD4 when it's applicable, and if you are having the maximum amount chargeable not to tax, then you are कवर्ड अंडर 44 ABE और आपको टैक्स ऑडिट करवाना पड़ेगा 44 ABE के अंदर. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट अ फ्यू मोर एग्जांपल्स. तो बहुत कॉमन क्वेश्चन जो आ रहा है वो है कि क्या 44 AD ऑप्शनल है या नहीं. कैन आई ऑप्ट फॉर 44 AD एंड कैन आई से कि सो 44 AD इज ऑप्शनल, इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी. अगर आपका टर्नओवर 2 करोड़ से नीचे है तो ऐसा नहीं आपको कंपल्सरी 44 AD ऑप्ट करना है, इट इज ऑप्शनल. Second is that in case of proprietorship firm has a turnover 49 lakhs rupees and net loss of 13 lakhs rupees, carrying on managerial business is eligible. Is the tax audit applicable? Friends, tax audit 44 ABA is not applicable because turnover is less than 1 crore rupees. 44 ABE is applicable only when if it is part of contravention or covered provision of 44 AD4. मीन्स अगर उसने पहले के भी 4481 लास्ट 5 इयर्स में ऑप्ट किया था और फिर उसने ऑप्ट नहीं किया है तो उस केस में कॉन्ट्रोवर्शन होगा, देन ओनली द ऑडिट विल बी एप्लीकेबल, नॉट अदरवाइज. अगर ये फर्स्ट ईयर बिजनेस है, उसने फ्यूचर में पास्ट में कभी भी 44 AD ऑप्ट नहीं किया है तो इसके एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. बट अगर पास्ट में उसने लास्ट 5 इयर्स में उसने ऑप्ट किया है फिर ऑप्ट नहीं किया है तो उसके अंदर 44 AD का ऑडिट में 44 AD4 एप्लीकेबल हो जाएगा, 44 AD में ऑडिट करवाना पड़ेगा. अगर प्रोप्राइटर इज डूइंग एलिजिबल ट्रेडिंग बिजनेस इन फाइनेंशियल ईयर 22-23, द ऑडिट वाज डन अंडर 44 ABA as turnover was 4.5 crore rupees, profit less than 8% and cash transaction more than 5%. For cash transaction more than 5%, you are required to do audit your fair turnover is more than 1 crore rupees. In 23-24 means next year, turnover is 70 lakhs rupees and net profit less than 8%. Cash transaction is more than 5%. See here again, we to just look at one very, very important thing is that for 22-23, the assessee has not opted for 44 AD1. However, if the assessee has opted for 44 AD1 earlier years, and thereafter it is not opted in last year, then for 23-24 tax audit is applicable for contravention of the 44 AD4. बट अगर उसने लास्ट ईयर या कभी भी 44 AD ऑप्ट नहीं किया है और नाउ in that case it can opt for 44 AD or here as it is less than 2 crore rupees turnover it can opt for 44 AD. बट अगर उसको दिखाना है टर्नओवर, इसको दिखाना है प्रॉफिट लेस देन 8%, बट अगर फर्स्ट टाइम है तो 44 AD इज नॉट कंपल्सरी एंड देन it can opt के I will not do audit, I can still declare my profit less than 8%. So friends, I am again repeating is here, अगर आपने 44 AD को कभी भी ऑप्ट नहीं किया है पास्ट में और अगर ये फर्स्ट ईयर है तो आपको बेसिकली 44 AD ऑप्ट करना कंपल्सरी नहीं है. आपका टर्नओवर अप टू 2 करोड़ है तो भी आप लोअर देन 8%, लोअर देन 6% प्रॉफिट दिखा सकते हो अगर आपने पास्ट 5 इयर्स में 44 AD ऑप्ट नहीं किया है तो. Assessee has income above threshold limit and F&O turnover of rupees 1.33 crore. Can he opt for 44 AD? बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन मुझे आ रहे हैं कि क्या F&O के अंदर assessee can go for 44 AD? Friends, F&O is a part of business, so there is no exemptions available. There is no exclusion given from eligible business for F&O turnover. So obviously, yes, any eligible business will include F&O turnover also. Now the question which comes that in case I have a turnover, I have a margin or profit is more than like 8%, 6%, can I opt for 44 AD1 saying that I will just declare 6%? So here I just want to draw attention that the 44 AD1 mention declaring minimum profit of 8%, 6%. In case if you are having a separate statement available where your profit is more than 8%, 6%, in my personal view, you cannot opt only for 8%, you have to declare more than 8% also, that is actual profit if the statement is available, because that is the requirement of 44 AD1. But however, there are different views are possible by different assessee which is taken. But in my view, the 44 AD1 talks about the minimum profit of 8%, 6%. We cannot simply go by 8% of F&O turnover. You need to look at, if you're having some statement available which shows more than 8%, then it should be declared. If the assessee has opted for 4480 for AY 22-23, subsequently in AY 23-24, turnover rupees 3.5 crore and cash receipt payment not exceed 5%. So file a return as a normal business declaring profit less than 8%, 6%. So friends, in AY 2023, so previous year 4480 was opted. So if 4480 is opted in earlier year, next year if you don't opt for, thereafter next 5 years you have to do audit for 5 years. However, in the second year, year 2023-24, turnover is 3.5 crore. So means, do you have option to opt? No, you don't have option to opt. Your turnover is above 2 crore or 3 crore. That means you are not eligible to opt. If you're not eligible to opt, in my view, you have not broken the requirement of not opting for. So next year, if your turnover reduced to below 3 crore rupees in year 24-25, in my view, yes, you can opt for 4480 because last year you not opted because you have no option to opt. And that's why your earlier year you opted, last year no option to opt because you are not eligible. Now you are eligible, yes, you can opt for the 4480. In 22-23, an assessee opted 4480. However, in 23-24, assessee was outside India for more than 182 days. So, earlier year 4481 opted. Second year, the assessee becomes a non-resident. As we discussed that 4480 is applicable only if you are eligible assessee. And for eligible assessee, you have to be resident. If you become non-resident, then you are not eligible at all. Means you're not opted. You cannot opt. So that's why in 23-24 you cannot opt. Means there's no non-compliance. Means you can still opt for 4481 next year because last year you are not gone for 4480 because you cannot go. You are not eligible. Thereby, there is no contravention of provisions. Section 4484 is not applicable. For 23-24, you can opt for 4480 in case if you are covered under other criteria. Coming to the last point, that is 4480A. 4480A is primarily for profession applicable to individual HUF partnership firm other than LLP who are resident, who are engaged in profession, gross receipt up to 50 lakhs rupees or 75 lakhs rupees in case of cash receipt up to 5% of total turnover. Then if you declare minimum profit of 50% gross receipt, then you are out of the requirements of maintenance of accounts. However, if you declare lower than the 50% benchmark, then the audit is compulsory. So for profession 4480A, it's a very clear, less than 50 lakhs rupees, right? In that case, you show 50%, minimum 50%. If you show lower than 50%, audit is compulsory. If you have more than 50 lakhs rupees, then 44AB it is applicable, then tax audit is compulsory. So example, previous year 22-23 you opt for 4480A. In current year 23-24 the assessee is not opting for 4480A, and then the can assessee again opt for 4480A next year. Friends, there is difference between 4480 and ADA. The 4480, the proviso say or the provision requirement is such that you have to opt for 5 years continuously. If you don't opt for any of the year, then next year onwards you are not eligible. Similar provision is not there under 4480A. Means for 4480A profession, every year you can decide whether you want to opt or not. If you don't opt for 1 year, you are not making ineligible to opt next year. You always a right to opt every year as far as you fall in this turnover gross receipts criteria. So friends, I know that this is something which is very critical, very important for all of us. So we need to ensure that we are complying with this requirement of 44AB, AD, ADA. As I mentioned earlier, these are my personal views. In case if you have any other views available, you can please share with me. Also, any questions which you feel which are unanswered, you can drop a comment to me, or you can give some questions to me, I'll be more than happy to help and provide my comments on this. Thank you so much.